Yes.
Yeah, I'm a journalist with a publication in Washington called Cuba News. That's cubanews.com, and I'm just basically here to get your position in terms of trade with Cuba and also travel to Cuba. Under the Bush administration, there's been a significant clamping down on anybody who wants to take a trip to Cuba. For example, the Beacon School, here in the Upper West Side, Treasury Department went out there making a so-called unlicensed trip out there. So I just wanted to get your comments on your position on travel and trade with Cuba.
I'll give you 3 guesses. First of all, isn't it interesting that Bush encourages trade with the communist brutal dictatorship of China and travel to China, but somehow not to Cuba? Well, China is a much more repressive regime. Well, first, obviously, you get rid of the embargo, you have travel, you let the relatives remit to their families, and you have diplomatic relations. What's the point? We've been trying to overthrow and destroy illegally that government, overthrow its rulers, and where has it gotten us? Why do we have diplomatic relations with Burma or China and not diplomatic relations with Cuba? And guess where Obama is on this? Guess where McCain is on this? McCain wants to sort of maintain the status quo. He might lift some of the trade restrictions because the farmers want to sell
and oil.
And oil. But Obama goes down to South Florida and he basically says he'll let them, what was it, visit their relatives a little more?
Well, instead of once every 3 years, he would just let me come once every year.
Yeah. I hate to say this because I really wish Obama well. But I think he is going to be the greatest disappointment given the expectation levels that he's had. Look who's his economic advisors are. He voted to reauthorize the Patriot Act, and he's a constitutional law teacher. He voted to oppose the reform of the Mining Act of 1872, which gives away our hard rock minerals like gold and silver to any corporation. He's voted for all but one authorization to continue funding the war in Iraq. He voted for the terrible restrictions on consumer class actions that the big corporations who are the defendants wanted him to do so. And I can give you dozens of examples. In fact, Matt Gonzalez, my running mate, civil rights lawyer in San Francisco, has written a 3,000-word treatment on Obama's record. That's on our website, nader.org. How many of you have actually seen our website? Well, that's great. Yeah, thank you. It's a very vibrant one. It's become even more vibrant. And but you see, here's the point. As far as liberals are concerned, Obama's getting a free ride. In 2004, we checked 19 liberal progressive groups supporting Kerry. Labor, environment, women, poverty, consumer, all that, housing. Not one of them made a demand on Kerry. You see, that's what the two-party elected dictatorship does. Once you get into a least worst, why make a demand? You don't want to shake up your least worst. They have such low confidence in the popularity of their positions. I mean, why not demand on Kerry that he have a $10 minimum wage? Is that an unpopular thing? He might have won Florida with that. That's equivalent to 1968. So we have to very seriously not take rhetoric for an answer. Rhetoric is the opiate of unthinking voters.